Now, anybody that has been in the web design industry for very long knows that the worst part is doing up quotes and invoices. Well, thankfully, Siteboards makes it really, really easy. So we have our plan here, and we were going to do 7 pages, let's say. So let's go ahead and create a quote for our client that gets them to pay for this. Now, before we do our quote, there is one thing I want you to see, and that is that our quote terms are here under your company settings, and you can do all that, but also your hosting packages. Now, I have a sample hosting package here, which will just help in the quote. So let's go ahead and create a quote for this client. And we're going to say a new record. And we're going to add a line item, which on this we'll say is 7-page web design. And let's say we're charging them $4,500. And we can add a logo design. And for that, we're charging them $499. And I'll just go ahead and save that as we stand right now. Now you can see that the line items are there and the pricing is based on whatever your company is. But let's say this client is in the UK or in Canada. So I tell you what, we'll just say this is in Canadian dollars. And you can see that it changes. We can set the tax name and the tax rate and all of our terms, which again comes from those other settings. And the last thing that we're able to do for this invoice is we can actually include our hosting in with the quote. So let's say we're going to include hosting, and we'll choose the main package because we only have one package, and we can say what billing cycle we want. Do we want monthly, quarterly, or yearly? In this case, the client has said that they want to pay yearly, so we can go ahead and add that item. And I tell you what, we will go ahead and save this. And now we're able to go ahead and generate this quote. So currently this invoice is in draft status. However, it's time to actually deliver it to the client. Now, if we want, we can go ahead and download the PDF. And with our company colors and our logo, we can see that everything is the way that we want it to be. Okay, this looks good, so let's go ahead and send it to the client. We can say how many days it's valid for, which 30 is pretty much standard. So we'll email to the client, we'll send it off to Barb, and we can change anything around here if we need it, but we can also enable it in her client portal. So let's go ahead and send that email to Barb. And now you can see that the quote has been sent to Barb and it's pending. Now Barb is able to go to her portal and see her quotes where she can go ahead and peruse the information. She can download the PDF, make a comment, or approve the quote and get you paid quicker. And once this is approved, which let's go ahead and approve this quote, you will now see that the quote was approved and by whom. Now, if you want, you can leave it still showing in their portal, or you can simply remove it so that they're not constantly looking at a quote that they've already paid. So hopefully this shows you the power of using Siteboards to give quotes to your clients and speed the entire process along. I'll see you in the next video.